Launching leaders came at a time when I was ready to hear the answers and add them to everything else that I already knew to be true. So the first step in launching leaders that I really appreciated was the advice to identify what my unique gifts were. So the idea to prayerfully decide or have revealed to me from Heavenly Father what my unique gifts were, it did two things for me. One, it broadened my horizon about what my potential was, but it focused my vision on the key things that I needed to do in order to achieve that vision. And so it's quite a unique paradox, a broadening of my potential, but a focus of how to achieve it. That key, to me, is the key that I've tried to pass on to everyone I've mentored. That every person that I've talked to, I've tried to encourage them to broaden their horizons about who they are and their potential, while at the same time become very focused about what God has blessed them with that will unlock their potential. So that to me has been the power of launching leaders. Once someone grasps that idea spiritually, not just intellectually, then all of a sudden every other launching leaders principle becomes attainable. The idea of getting up early, the idea of going to university, the idea of starting your own business or promoting yourself for a job improvement. All of that then becomes attainable because you have a vision of what your real potential is. People here in lower income societies, university isn't even an option. They're not even thinking about it. The prospect of becoming a manager is not considered. So this is a massive culture shift from a low income society to all of a sudden even just conclude for themselves, I could get a job, I could go to uni, I can get married, I can be successful. So that was probably to me the most impacting experience doing Launching Leaders. Launching Leaders added an ingredient to that. What I realized is that my values was a projection of what I thought I wasn't. So I had values like charity, because I concluded I wasn't very charitable and I really wanted to be. Launching Leaders turned that on its head. It said, what are you? Not what are you not? So my values shifted slightly to what I am. I'm a son of God. I have faith. I love to serve. Just a whole bunch of different, it was a different way to think about my constitution. What instantly changed was my goals changed. All of a sudden it wasn't, I'll hope to pay the bills this week. It was, how do I prepare to retire so I can serve missions? That's the whole purpose, right? That shift. Well, that's what I'm kind of trying my best to do with these young people, is if they start off with what their true vision of themselves is, then their constitution will be an embodiment of much more personal and unique statements about themselves. We can be of one heart and one mind and have no poor among us. As someone who grew up poor, I know what it's like to feel like your options are limited. I know what it's like to feel less than because of the clothes you're wearing or whatever. I like the idea that there doesn't have to be poor among us. Poor in spirit, poor in health, poor in spiritual state, poor in financial things. Set big goals, plan for them, and work with the Lord to achieve them. It has changed my perspective about what serving God means. It means practical, tangible help to people who need it now. It's about practical, real help. And I never considered that it could mean a program like Launching Leaders, that I could be a mentor. I never considered that the Lord might have a use for my talents in those kinds of ways.